Hi everyone, let's take a trip through the FTSE 100 and some of the performers and underperformers and see what the outlook might be. I want to start off with Marks and Spencer's. It's pretty much quadrupled in price since January of last year. It's like a tech stock, isn't it? The real issue is, can this now go to about 600, which means increase another 50%? And the momentum certainly in its direction, and also from a value growth income perspective, it's going in the right direction as well. So that's not a bad one. As I say, I'm going to go through the FTSE 100 now. What about Kingfisher? Kingfisher, back in the day, I used to trade options on quite a bit. This is long before I set up the hedge fund. This was in 1990. Okay, we can see with Kingfisher, we've got some overhead resistance here. Clearly, that's the target we should be aiming at. Can the momentum take it forward? Yes, it's got some weakness on value, growth, and income, however, so just be careful about that. What about NatWest Bank? What do we have over here? Not as easy one, really, that one. In its heyday, of course, we know before the financial crisis, this was all the way up here. Long way to go yet. So whilst it's had a good year so far this year, I'm not so confident on this as I would be on necessarily the other ones. Let's have a look at DS Smith. Now, back in the day, I've often picked this, and it's often done well for periods of time. The packaging company, usually off the back of Amazon, and more Amazon people buy, the more DS Smith has tended to do well. A little bit overbought on the momentum, not one for me at the moment, approaching its all-time high, so unless it broke above that and valuations improved, because it looks like there's a lot of expectation it will continue upwards, not one for me. How about JD Sports? Well, oversold in the right direction. Could this be one? Yeah, I think this is one which looks a lot more attractive. Again, you'd be aiming to get to 240 from 160. Does that give you ample room for the kind of gains you'd be looking for? I would have thought so, because that is, what, a 33% rise, if my maths isn't totally rubbish. Okay, the only problem is, just watch out how in the past it's had this momentum and then not gone through. It hasn't broken above this downward trend, hasn't broken above this upward move. So you've got 2 points of risk, 1, 2, which it might not get through. And of course, the only way to play that game, a bit like poker, is you've got to put the money in first. And you might say, well, no, not for me. Value, growth, income, not bad at all. So you can see the risks and you can see the rewards there. What's the worst that could happen? Well, you just end up waiting longer for it, because it does look like there is this upward trend here. So the worst case is you end up in some kind of triangle here. It hits that, comes back down, and then does this before eventually moving up. Okay. BT Group, a popular one, and I think Goldman said this could double. There's this strong downward trend which it seems to have broken out of. That's in the right direction. Can this now go to 200, maybe even 4, to get closer to the 2016 highs? There is indeed, I think, a case to be made that it may well be able to do that, and that would take you from 150 closer to 400. However, that's probably going to take more than 12 months. Value, growth, income, not bad on that either. So not overvalued, not an issue. I will do more of these. Like and follow for more, and I'll continue with the FTSE in a separate video. Thank you.